I'm going to show you how you can use on this Statim, which is a cassette sterilizer, how instead of using something called Stat Dry, which is a drying agent that costs about $60 for a little bottle, you can use regular dishwasher drying aid for $5 for this entire bottle and get the exact same results, which is no moisture in the cassette after the sterilization cycle. So follow me. Statim is a cassette sterilizer. Here's the cassette, and there's our Statim. But we had a problem where we were getting water condensation in here, and the company recommended something called Stat Dry, made by the company that makes the Statim. And a little bottle like this was about, I want to say like $40. And what it is a rinsing agent. So I said to myself, you know what, when I ran out of it, I said, rinse agent is the same kind of rinse agent you would have in your dishwasher that I use on a nightly basis to have the water bead off of the dishes and have them dry without spots. So I purchased a gigantic bottle of Finish Jet Dry from Amazon. And I want to say this entire thing was $8. I transferred it into here. And I'm going to show you how it works right now. So it works the same as you would use the jet dry. So you just spray it in here. And you can do it every 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 cycles. Take a cloth, take a paper towel. Just going to gently wipe it in, rub it in. Okay, and I'm going to run this for you. All right, just so you can see how it works. I'll put this in here. What I'll do is I'll put a sterilization strip in here. So I have these Cross-Tex sterilization strips, and pardon the noise, I'm running my other sterilizer right now. Oh, another quick tip. WD-40, okay? Watch. Give it a little spray, rub it in. I do it on the sides, and I do it underneath. This helps. It does more than help. This allows the cassette to slide into the Statim like a champ. Watch. Let's turn this around. Slide this up a little bit. Watch how this slides in. I mean, you couldn't see the before, but here's the after. I mean, like smooth as glass. So every few loads, I do that also. All right, so I'm going to run this now. Let's do a wrapped, okay? And I don't know that I would use the jet dry finish if I was using unwrapped dental tools or whatever you want to call them. Now, obviously, this is food safe because you use it on your dishes. So it's food safe because you use it on your dishes. However, unfortunately, when you're a dentist, you're held to a much different standard than, let's say, a restaurant would. So as long as I'm using the jet dry and the instruments are bagged, there's absolutely no potential of contact between. There's no potential at all of any kind of contact between the instruments and the jet dry. So I think you're safe in that regard. All right, so I'm going to let this run. I'm going to turn off the GoPro, and I'll be back with you before I take this cassette out, okay? We'll see what it looks like. 5 minutes later than we were before, 10 minutes later. The cycle is just completed on the Statim. I'm going to remove the cartridge, and we'll take a look and see how wet or dry it is. So right now it's at the air drying cycle. I'm not going to, I'm going to turn this down. I don't know if you can see that. This is wrapped, air drying. It's still got 60 minutes, but a lot of times we take this out before it's completed. So I think in all fairness, I want to see how much moisture is in there without it drying. Because if I let it dry for 60 minutes, it's clearly going to be dry. So let's stop this. Take this out. Bring it over here. We'll open it up. This is with using this is with using the jet dry rinse aid. All right. Completely 100% dry. Okay, let me take this out of its holder. All right, there's not a drop of water in here. Okay, this is sterilized, no water. So this Finish rinse aid, and you can use any rinse aid. I got this big thing on sale from Amazon for, like I said, probably $6 or $7. All right, so this works just as well, in my humble opinion, as the Stat Dry does, at a fraction of the cost. So that's it. I hope you learned something, and I hope you can save some money.